Well, hello to you all, and it's set fair for Irish Oaks Day at the Curragh. I'm telling yous all, do not miss this top quality classic, but more of that later on. Also, Jaysella is at Newbury, soaking up the sun once more in one of those little numbers, so do look out for her if you are there. Now, to get things off to a winner, how about Headmaster in the Scurry Handicap? I do think that Ed Lynham's Headmaster is the one to follow for this, having coming over from William Haggis's Somerville Lodge yard this season. One run here since that move gave him a win ahead of a couple of these over this trip, so I do think he's worth another chance after a fine second in the Mallow Handicap at Cork the last day, ahead of Bodie Bear and the Highway Rat. In his last win, this pair have something to find to be sure, and the booking of Dylan Brown McMonagall is notable to me, so Headmaster looks a very solid chance in this handicap. Now, let us get over to Jaysella at Newbury for the first of her picks.
Thanks, Caroline. And yes, what a day you've got to look forward to in Ireland. But over here in Berkshire, I reckon I'll take my chance with Symbol of Honour for the Hackwood. Charlie Appleby's Havana Grey Gelding came back from a break after a couple of races at Maiden over the winter, and his third in the chip chase at Newcastle showed he needed a run, so I'm expecting Symbol of Honour to put in a much better shift here, back on preferred turf and with Will Buick up top. The unexposed Soldier's Tree is interesting after a third behind Group 1 winner Almerac back in May, but Symbol of Honour floats my boat at this level. But of course, it's back to you for your Saturday nap in the big one.
Well, after the late withdrawal of Thundering On, we'll have to realign our plans, but stablemate Johanna Walsh is the one for me. Just a head second to Earthshot in the Ribblesdale Stakes at Royal Ascot, she would have gone in if not for the loose horse carrying her right before the furlong pole. Time for redemption in my book. Now, for those of yous that might have been a bit misled with the website out last night, some production difficulties yesterday meant the YouTube had only just gone out this morning, and then Thundering On was declared a non-runner. Sorry for the confusion, but I was able to relaunch, so now let's see Johanna Walsh get the better of Earthshot this time. Earlier on, I do think that I'll take my chance on Havana Anna for the Sapphire Stakes. She was a 2-length fourth in the Group 1 Commonwealth Cup at Royal Ascot the last day, but I telling yous this is a whole lot easier, so as long as Gavin Ryan can see her smartly out from the off, I don't see this drop back in trip of any concern. I'd guess that Robert Cowell's Jackajaro would be the main danger, and George Bowie's Rosie Affair had plenty of speed in the King Charles III at Royal Ascot, so this pair have to be on my list. For me, both Aidan O'Brien's Charles Darwin and Bucanero Fuerte, now with Robson Aguiar, have lost some of their zip this season, so Havana Anna is my pick. In the first of the black type contests at the Curragh on Saturday, it wouldn't be a surprise to anyone to see Paddy Toomey's One Look take the Group 3 Meadow Court. She has an astonishing record here on the Curragh, only once out of the top 2 in 7 races, and I do think that's an unarguable record. For me, she was the first to be pushed the last day in the Pretty Polly here, rounding the home turn, but still got in front of Oaks winner Thundering On and Gerline's Red Letter. But with Naira withdrawn for that contest, for whatever reason, I am thinking that this may not be the hardest race to win. The odds suggest to me that's the case, so I'm finding One Look very easy to back in this grade. And now, let us get back to Jaysella for her second Newbury pick.
Yes, Caroline, and as Clive Cox has been going great guns with his sprinters this year, I'll side with Sky Secret for this Weatherby's super sprint. Likes fast ground, has PJ McDonald getting the leg up. The draw in stall 14 can give him a stand side pull in this big field, so lots to like overall for me. There's been plenty of noise about Richard Hughes' Bint R change after she won the Dragon Stakes at Sandown Park last time out, while Richard Spencer's Zigazag R will be my each-way gamble for all those extra places you can get from some of the bookies, naming no names. That'll be me 3, but Sky Secret is the one I like for so many reasons. And finally, back to Caroline for the GAIN Railway Stakes.
OK, well, this is a very interesting Group 2, with Carry the Flag, Immortal Guard and Confucius all having proper claims. But I'll be of the opinion that Carry the Flag would be the one to follow after a return to winning ways in the Coolmore Stud Tipperary Stakes the last day, an easier contest than the Norfolk Stakes at Royal Ascot, where Wesley Ward's American Sprinters set some very fast fractions from the off. Aidan O'Brien's Confucius could be a threat, but must progress, while Robson Aguiar's Immortal Guard is also on my list. But Carry the Flag has for me the best credentials.